Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Mod Squad Movie Talk Monday. I'm your host, Harley, as always, joined by the wonderful Felix
So,
and also the fabulous Brandon.
Hello.
Okay, guys, let's start our show off with our sponsors. We have Skullectomy by Jolt 7 Studios and Straka Art. Scan those QR codes and go let them know the Mod Squad sent you. We also have shirts. Go to the community and order one of your shirts. Guys, go check out Conversations with Carrie. It will be it's already dropped.
yeah.
Let
And
us know
then
what you think.
this Friday, maybe someone on the screen, maybe not. Not saying, but I'm saying.
Okay, guys, we're going to go to our first trailer. Here we go. I'm excited for this one
Why?
because it's The Crow. I love The Crow.
I thought it was because it was Bill Skarsgård.
What's the
Nope.
first thing you liked about me?
I thought that you were quite brilliantly broken.
You feel like my person.
You feel like my person.
I don't know about all
What's
this.
the worst thing you've ever done?
I saw things. I shouldn't have seen any of it.
Julie! Julie! Please don't do this!
So if they die in the beginning, how's the rest of the movie?
When someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. And sometimes something so bad happens that the soul cannot rest. Until you put the wrong things right. You were given the power of a god.
Is that the same scene where,
But you're running out of time to save her.
I'm gonna kill them. Every single one of them.
And killed you?
Yeah, you did.
We have a problem. He came for us.
does that old guy there ever not play the villain in the movie?
Anger.
It's not anger. It's love.
Look at what you've become. You know that love promises only pain. You have no idea what hell awaits you. No, I do.
How many people have you loved?
I'll never be alone.
So you saw this trailer and you said you're still looking forward to it?
Yes.
So
Interesting.
I love the original Crow. It's one of the greatest movies ever made. This one doesn't look like one of the greatest movies ever made. I'll say that.
It's
I mean,
a
that's a
chick
high
flick,
bar, though.
and I
Crow
like
meets
chick flicks.
This is
They
not a
tried to
chick
go
flick.
like make him like John Wick or some shit where he's just like going and shooting her. I don't know. It doesn't. I'll
Like
watch
Harley
it
pointed out
mostly
last
out of
week, I didn't
morbid
see the
curiosity.
original. Are the tattoos on him in the original? On the body?
No, not like that. No, this is a
So
very different
It's a
Or like
modern
dreaming.
day interpretation of the crow.
I mean, dude got ripped for this role. You would want to show that. Was there no one in the room that said, "Come over here and let me talk to you really quick"?
Yeah,
No.
I don't.
I
I
mean,
I and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to upset you, Harley, because I know you're
No,
yeah,
looking
you're
forward
not.
to it, and I'm not dogging on you for looking forward to it. Movies are subjective, and you have every right to look forward to a movie. I
no,
don't like that they gave him those really shitty Jared Leto Joker
yeah.
tattoos. I
That's what
hate
I'm
that.
talking about.
I
No
hate
one's like,
that
"Wait a minute."
decision. Um, it looks too studio for me, I guess you could say. Like the original Crow is a really dark, grimy, dirty movie, and I love it. The look for it. Um, I don't know. I feel like they could have, yeah, and that's not Eric Draven to me. So I'm gonna watch it mostly, like I said, out of morbid curiosity, but I don't. I'm not jumping out of my seat over it. That's for sure.
I'll probably watch the original before this one comes out, and obviously watch this one as well. But
Have you not seen the original Crow?
No, he hasn't.
Ooh, yeah. I highly recommend watching the original one. It's a fantastic movie. It's really, really good. I remember watching it, I think first time I ever watched it, I was like, 12 or 13, and that movie definitely had an impact on me as far as like loving horror movies. So
that's
again,
Okay.
that's why I'm like this one. I'm like, eh,
It's a modernized because you got to think the generation
very
now,
modernized.
that's their type of movie because
and the generation now sat
they
and
wouldn't
watched
have sat and watched the original
Suicide
Crow.
Squad and
Oh, I
saw
don't
Jared
agree with
Leto's
that at
Joker and
all.
were like,
I don't
"No."
think so. I think the first one holds up so well. I think that's timeless. I don't think it's generational at all. I think you can still make a new movie without making those terrible design choices, like those really shitty ballpoint pen drawn on tattoos.
Okay, moving on to coming soon. On March 22nd, we have Ghostbuster Frozen Empire, Immaculate, Late Night with the Devil, Venom, Veme, Problematic, Luca, Sleeping Dogs, Peter 5-8 on March 23rd. This whole category is horror here, guys. March 23rd, we got Frankenstein versus Dracula, The Seduction of Dracula, The Vengeance of Dracula, The Resurrection of Frankenstein, Crypt of Evil, The Reincarnation of Dracula, and Death Walks Behind You.
I think those are like all old, like Hammer horror or something that they're like re-releasing. They're doing a lot of re-release movies, like the original, the first one, the list that you were reading off, that Luca movie. They're releasing some of those like Disney Pixar movies that were released straight to video
Straight
or
to
on
streaming,
demand
yeah.
during the pandemic and shit. They're some of the like Soul and Big Red or whatever with about the panda, uh, the red
That was a
panda.
good
I
one.
know those are getting like their first theatrical releases because they were released during the pandemic. So I think some of
Okay,
those
so
you just mentioned are re-releases.
so what are we looking forward to this week?
I can't, I'm not gonna lie and not say Ghostbusters, but that Late Night with the Devil kind of has me intrigued as well.
Yes, that one's got like 100% on
Does it?
Rotten Tomatoes. I don't normally give a shit about Rotten Tomatoes, but it's like it's getting really, really good reviews. I can't wait to watch that one. And then also Immaculate with Sydney
Yes, I'm looking
Sweeney.
forward to
She
that one.
plays the nun. So yeah, you're getting some good horror movies, and of course, yeah, Ghostbusters. That looks fun as shit.
We had a lot of horror this week. Okay. Moving on to our news. From Bloody Disgusting, Venom: The Last Dance official title and new October date announced for Venom 3.
I'm not really feeling that, but I'm assuming it's Tom Hardy's last role as the Venom, so I
Yeah.
get it in that way, but I don't know.
If it wasn't for Tom Hardy, they wouldn't still be making these movies, that's for sure.
I
They
agreed.
they
Yeah,
picked they picked the right big name to keep these movies going. The last one wasn't that great, the Let There Be Carnage, unfortunately, because I was really looking forward to a good Carnage movie, and I'm still looking forward to a good Carnage movie. Hopefully, we get one someday. But yeah, this is probably going to be the last one, I bet, for a while.
My youngest son is looking forward to this movie.
Yeah, my son loves these movies too, and they're fun to watch, fun enough, but Sony needs to step their game up.
Okay, from comicbook.com. New Jurassic World rumored reveals Marvel star could lead sequel.
yeah. There's rumor that Scarlett Johansson's going to be in the next one.
And they're calling it Jurassic City.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a step down from World, isn't it? It's a little more
it's more
small
pinpointed.
scale. Yeah, they went from the park to the world to just back to the city.
Um, it does have the writer from the first two, so it's going to have that magic.
That's good.
Yeah,
I mean, I love the first two. Yeah, those are definitely the best ones.
yeah. Gareth Edwards is directing it. I don't know if that's a plus or a minus, but he did do.
Godzilla, right? Isn't that the guy who did Godzilla?
Yeah,
Let me
he
double
did
check that.
Godzilla.
I'm
I
pretty
was
sure.
going with Star Wars though, the Rogue One.
From the Hollywood Reporter, the Batman Part 2 delayed a year to 2026.
This one has
When
to
did
be
the first one
stumped
come out?
2 years ago, maybe 21. That's a good
So we're
one.
looking
Four
at
or
like
5 years.
that's a huge gap in between movies. What the hell is
Yeah.
taking them so long to make this
The
movie?
thing is, I thought he already had everything down from what I heard back then. Unless they James
2026.
Gunn's making them redo everything or most of it. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
They're
it doesn't,
scrapping
but
it.
this doesn't, this isn't part of the new DCU, right? It's its
Yeah, but he
own
still,
thing. So,
gives them notes on it, being
right,
the head of the studio.
right. I don't get this huge delay. It's weird to me.
Because the Penguin's still on par to come out, but that was pretty much already done. And both of those, the Penguin and the original, are from the old studio. So I don't know. I'm just stumped because I really thought
Yeah,
this was further along. And
right.
Matt Reeves is pretty good at too, as having his like what he did with the Apes trilogy. He's got his
Yeah,
vision set,
right,
and I'm pretty
right,
sure I heard he was the same way with the Batman. So that's another.
right.
I'm stumped. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's a huge time gap between the first one and the second one. You're looking at like 5 years at least. Like that's
Something, yeah,
because I mean, if you wait too long, people are going to lose interest and they're going to be
yeah.
like, who gives a shit? Like, they're and then they're going to start, oh, Batman 2 coming out soon, and people are going to be like, I forgot that was even a
And that's
thing,
around the
and then
time
they're just going to lose
the
interest in it.
Brave and the Bold's going to come out too. So they're going to be confused with the Batmans.
Yeah, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, weird decision.
Okay, speaking of James Gunn, from comicbook.com, Peacemaker's James Gunn confirms major changes to season 1.
Season one's not canon, and season two is canon, which makes sense.
Yeah, if you watch the first season, it makes sense they would have to, change the direction of it to
Yeah.
coincide with the new DCU. I actually just rewatched James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. I started it last night and then fell asleep and finished watching it this morning. Really fun. Yeah, it makes me want to rewatch Peacemaker because I loved that first season. I hope it keeps the same, and I'm assuming it's going to because it's James Gunn. So I just hope it keeps the same action and comedy in it because that show is the best thing that I think that DC's done in a long time since like that and Doom Patrol. I think those are the two best things that DC has done.
Okay. From comicbook.com, Super Mario Brothers Movie 2 is a spin-off. Will not star Mario. Rumor.
It's either going to be Donkey Kong or going to be Luigi's
Luigi.
Mansion.
You better be
I'm
careful
already
though,
over it.
because if they change it up too much, people aren't gonna like it. You got it. It's a fine line though that they got to walk between, trying to recapture lightning in a bottle like they did with the first one. I think the first one was way better than anyone was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
So I get they need to try and change it and do something new and just not just rehash and do the same thing. But I don't know. They don't want to change it too much.
We will see. Time for Blast from the Past. Okay, our blast from the past tonight is UHF. UHF is a 1989 American comedy film starring Weird Al Yankovic, David Bowie, Fran Drescher,
Forgot he was
Victoria
in it.
Jackson, Kevin McCarthy, and a whole bunch of other people. This movie is hilarious. And I got a trailer for you guys to check it out.
I haven't watched this one in years.
It is hilarious.
Listen, let's get one thing straight. Guns don't kill people.
Orion, so you know it's good.
I do.
Channel 62 has the lowest ratings in the history of television. What they need is a new station manager.
No, not him. Forget it. No way.
A man of action.
It's Weird Al. You can't go wrong with Weird Al.
A man of courage. A man of vision.
What's your name?
Billy.
Billy what?
What they get is a man so desperate, he'll put anyone on the air.
Hey, Stanley.
Yeah, George?
How would you like your own TV show?
Okay. You get the drink from the fire hose!
Oh, shit.
Okay, you ready?
Forgot he was in it.
Open wide!
He's Conan, the librarian.
Today we're teaching poodles how to fly.
We beat out the networks.
George Newman. He starts where the others stop.
We're the #1 station in town.
Orion Pictures presents Weird Al Yankovic in UHF, the movie.
That's what's up.
It's a fun one. Yeah, it's been years. They just don't make movies like that anymore.
Especially comedies. They have to censor a lot of it, and the older comedies are hilarious because they're not censored as much, so it makes it better. Okay, guys, well, that does it for this episode of Mod Squad Movie Talk Monday. Guys, go check out all of our other shows. Back to the Retro Review, The Daily Dank, The Last Podcast You Want, The Asylum with Harley, and all of our other shows. You're watching the movie show. Go check out the horror show and the gaming show, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway for Felix, Brandon, myself, and the entire Mod Squad. See you next time, Puddin'.
See you.
Adios.